welcome to Movie Review Mom. If this is the very first time you visited my channel, yay, you're here. I've been waiting for you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support as I try to grow my channel. And I hope that I'm creating good content to help you decide whether or not you want to spend time or money watching a specific film. So with my tips, the specific film I'm reviewing today is called To Leslie. This dramatic movie, very dramatic movie, was released in theaters just recently and is now available on video on demand. The movie is rated R and is an hour and 59 minutes. Now, my movie review mom grade is a B-. So keep watching. Let me explain why. First, I'll give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked and didn't like, as well as offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, interesting lines, funny lines, if there are any, and recommendations for other movies that I think you'll also like if you like this one. Okay, let's dive in. In a nutshell, based on a true story, the moving film was directed by Michael Morris. The writer, Ryan Banaco, based the main character on his mother. The story is about a West Texas single mother who wins the lottery and squanders it just as fast, leaving behind a world of heartbreak. Years later, with her charm running out and nowhere to go, she fights to rebuild her life and find redemption. So if you like redemption movies, I think that you'll enjoy this one, although it's not easy or fun to watch. So first, let me tell you some of the things that I really liked about the movie. The opening credits show photos while listening to a Dolly Parton song that definitely sounds like a cautionary warning. Now, I don't know if it actually was Dolly Parton, but it sounded like it. Anyway, comment down below if you recognize the singer or even the name of the song. Andrea Riseborough gives a stellar performance in this movie. The film is really a character study as she gives us so much to consider. I'm hoping that this is her real big breakout film. She's had a small role in the recent movie Amsterdam, which is currently playing in theaters, and she's been in plenty of other movies, but never as the big star. And she deserves to be one because, again, her performance was just exceptional. The first name on the cast list that instantly grabbed my attention was Allison Janney. I just absolutely adore her and wish she had had a little bit more screen time in this film. If you're a fan too, you should definitely check out her recent performance in a movie called Lou, a movie that's also now playing on Netflix. And keep watching because I will load up my movie review of Lou after you finish watching this one, so you can check that out and see if you like it. But it is all Allison Janney, and in a way you've never quite seen her before. I got a kick out of it. Mark Maron also offers a powerful performance. All of the characters seem very realistic, as well as the difficult life they lead. There's no rose-colored glasses to kind of gloss over the rough world that can be out there if you find yourself in it or put yourself in it. All right, so now some of the things I didn't like. Some viewers are going to be very bored waiting for something to happen because there's a lot of bad mistakes and she's just wallowing in the gutter for the majority of the movie. Within seconds of Act 1, we see the protagonist, her, win a bunch of money, and then instantly we see her getting kicked out of this halfway house type of a place. That's not a halfway house. It's kind of a really cheap hotel room, maybe you could say, or apartment. Not even sure what it was. We don't even get to see inside because she's being kicked out and living on the streets and being addicted to various drugs and bad choices. And we don't really get to watch her downward spiral so much. We just don't really know exactly what happened. I mean, the last thing we saw was, she was flying high, winning the lottery. She definitely is her worst enemy in this movie and in this story. The bad choices and behavior are just endless. And because of that, I couldn't wait for the movie to end. Ultimately, the movie is extremely depressing and difficult to watch someone who just keeps making the same bad mistakes over and over again. But it is a movie worth watching because of the very powerful and exceptional performance by Andrea Riseborough. So for that, And if you like a good character study movie, I think you'll enjoy it. But let me give you some tips for parents. This is not a movie for kids. It's not one that they would be interested in watching either. There's profanity, including many, many F-bombs, lots of alcohol, drugs, and cigarettes. The protagonist is a terrible role model, but a perfect example of what not to do, and as an illustration of the consequences of our choices and mindset. And these were her choices, and that's what sent her to the gutter. And it's hard to pull yourself up, especially with addiction. And I get that. And you get to watch her going through withdrawal symptoms and trying to get herself clean. And it is painful to watch. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well are physical abuse, lottery, money, recovery, redemption, addiction, self-loathing, yet hope, failure, making mistakes, second chances, family, emotional wounds, and choice and accountability. So I always write down funny lines and interesting lines so you can get a taste of the movie and the dialogue and the script and that kind of thing. But I didn't write down any funny lines. This is a very serious drama, but I did write down some interesting lines. I'll share one of them with you right now. You can go to moviereviewmom.com and watch everything or read everything that I've got there. But this is a line spoken by Mark Maron. He plays Sweeney, and he says, "We all wish we'd done things differently, but you're what's wrong with your life." Ouch. That's a pretty difficult pill to swallow, pun intended with the addiction. But it's true, because your choices determine the quality of your life. So if you don't like your life right now, look at your choices and see if you can make some changes. Now, I know not all situations can be quickly changed on a dime, and you may not even have control over some of the things that are going on in your life, but you do have control over some, and you always have control over your attitude. All right, so as I was watching this movie, I thought of several movies instantly. A couple of them are older ones. One is called The Basketball Diaries from 1995, and it's what happens to a teenager as he gets involved in addictive drugs and behavior that can threaten his future because he's a basketball star and wants to go to college on a scholarship and all that kind of stuff. Another one is called Clean and Sober from 1988. And then a more recent movie is called 28 Days. And that's another really powerful performance. Again, none of these movies are easy to watch because it shows people suffering and struggling because of the consequences of their choices. All right, when you get a minute, run over to Patreon. I've got some fun little prizes for you if you're interested, and I appreciate your support there. The easiest way to support me is subscribe and keep watching my videos and hit that little like button and even click on that notification bell, and it'll tell you every time I've got a new movie review or trailer reaction or a documentary analysis. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.